we're going to sell using the website, but we're going to be doing it on a non-visual industry.
Have I already called you, or what's going on?
Yeah, let's just say you've already called me and I'm calling you back just for the sake of this. But essentially, guys, what I'm going to essentially do is I'm going to try to get him to send me over some photos of the yard.
All right, so I sent them over to you already.
All right, I'm giving you a call back. So ring, ring.
Hello?
Hey, Chris, this is Logan with Simmons Landscape. How you doing?
This is who?
This is Logan with Simmons Landscape. We talked 5 minutes ago.
Oh, hey, how you doing? How you doing?
I'm doing well, doing well. Is this a bad time?
No, this is still a good time.
Okay, perfect. So I got the photos of your backyard. Walk me through what's going on.
Well, it's just honestly, it's just a lot of dead grass. We've been in this house for about 4 years or so, and I don't necessarily know much about the irrigation system, but got some dead grass. I'm getting sick and tired of. I was hoping to get this irrigation. Well, I came into this house with this irrigation system, kind of hoping that I wouldn't have to be watering grass like I did in my old house. But I guess I'm catching myself out there with the hose and with one of those little portable ones you put on the hose and goes back and forth. So just hoping I can kind of get the situation taken care of, so I don't have to. I can actually utilize the irrigation system I already got.
Okay, perfect. So the current situation, is it, you said 4 years, is that you've been dealing with it for 4 years, or you moved into the house 4 years ago?
Well, we did move in 4 years ago. When we first got there, the irrigation system, that's kind of one of the highlight systems why we wanted to have that yard. It was already going to be, we're kind of in like a, not necessarily the most rainy area. So it's kind of hot most of the times. So just having that ease of use irrigation system, I'd say it worked all right for maybe the first year.
Okay.
And I've been back and forth figuring this whole situation out as far as watering the grass myself and kind of finicking with the stuff on my own. And I'm just kind of tired of it at this point.
Okay, perfect. So for sake of time, Chris, are you looking for an estimate for this?
Yeah, if I can get you to give me an estimate on what's going to take to, I guess, just come out and I don't know, fix it or replace it. I don't know how it all works.
Okay, perfect. And I got my partner Troy. He wants to know if you bought a house for the irrigation system specifically.
No, Troy. I bought the house knowing that I had the irrigation system was going to kind of be, I guess, ease and comfort because I already had one there. It's kind of like having a fence that I don't love, but I need a fence. So I got a irrigation system. Figured might as well go forward with this price or with this house.
Perfect. So Chris, let's do this. Can you do me a favor? I'd like to walk you through, because I'd love to give you an estimate on this and help you out, because if you've been dealing for this thing for 3 years, let's not make this 4. So could you pull up my website, please? It's simmonslandscape.com, and I'll guide you through what we do, how we do it, and how we can help.
All right. Sounds good. Sarah sent the pictures over to you, so I got to pull it up.
Perfect. So under services, could you hover over that and click on where it says irrigation, repair, and maintenance, please?
All right.
Cool.
At the top.
And then let me know when that pulls up.
All right. I got irrigation, repair, and maintenance. Keep your lawn green, or something like that.
Yep, that's exactly it. So when we scroll down, Chris, you see that first image right there, where it's like the house with the dogwood tree and the grass right there?
I didn't know I knew a dogwood tree was, but yeah. Yeah, I see that first, like, right, irrigation system working correctly. It must be a beautiful lawn, that one.
Exactly. So Chris, this is what I call the gold standard of lawns. This is a happy, healthy, fertilized lawn that you can do whatever you want in. So in that first year, when you were in there, when the irrigation system worked, how close to this color and texture and everything did the lawn look?
That looks amazing. I would love to have my yard look like that. I'd probably say closer to like a 7 or 8, but it looks a whole lot better. It looked a whole lot better than it did now. So
the reason I'm asking, Chris, is because I want to help you out with the irrigation system, but at the end of the day, it's really, to make the lawn look great. So my end goal is to really get the lawn looking back to where it was instead of just focusing on making one small fix.
I got you. Yeah. So yeah, if I can get my yard to look better, I definitely would appreciate that.
Okay, perfect. And just for sake of time, Chris, instead of going through all the pain of going through the wacky arm sprinkler and stuff, I'm going to go ahead and guide you through our actual process of how to get this, back to that setup. Is that cool?
Sounds great to me.
Okay. Now, as we scroll down the page, Chris, a little bit, you see where it says the 3 most common signs your irrigation system needs a repair?
Yep, right below it, I got it.
Yeah. So there's really 3 main reasons. So it's either a high water bill, dry or muddy grass, or the sprinklers, like you walk by them and it's not working. So of these 3, I have the picture, so it looks like dry or muddy grass, but have you ever noticed that the sprinklers aren't working or you've gotten kind of a high water bill?
We probably should be tracking our water bills more often than we should. My wife actually takes care of a lot of the bills and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, the sprinkler's not working is probably our biggest issue. And then, I mean, the grass is dry, and so I'm trying my best to water it by hand. But the sprinkler's not working is probably of those 3, our biggest issue.
Okay. So the dry grass, and which is because the sprinklers are not working.
Yeah, if I had to, I don't really know how everything, but yeah, if I had to guess, I'd say that's definitely it.
Okay, perfect. So again, for sake of time, I'm going to walk you through the process. Is that cool?
Yep.
All right. So the first step here, Chris, is what we want to do is we want to get in touch and just talk about what's going on. So that's exactly what we're doing right now.
Okay. If this
is the next step is to go, and actually do an on-site assessment and see if we can fix your problem right then and there.
Okay, so you guys come out and fix it. Okay, that's nice. Come to property.
Yeah. So part of that, Chris, is the first thing we want to do is actually do an on-site assessment. So, Chris, have you ever gone and gotten your oil change at your car?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. And when you get your oil change, they do like that multi-point inspection where they don't just say, okay, like let's just check the oil and we're good. They actually test everything else out to make sure that they're not just fixing a symptom, but they're actually fixing whatever problems you got going on with your car.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about, like kind of doing the windshield wiper fluid and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, exactly. And like, in your case, like let's say you go there and the brakes, they come back red, right? Because the brakes are all messed up. Like, what do you do then?
Yeah, obviously, you get the brakes fixed and stuff like that.
Right. So that's exactly what we're trying to do because, I don't want to come out there and just try to fix a couple sprinklers when in reality, we got a whole other system going on that we need a little bit more love. So we're not trying to go a whole summer with the brakes on red.
Okay. So you think it's more than just the few sprinkler heads, or maybe like a whole system, or?
Well, Chris, can I be candid for a second?
Yeah, go ahead.
So I've been doing this for about 18 years now. And I would say probably about 90% of the time, it's not just a few sprinklers. It's a few sprinklers, but that's actually a result of other aspects, like the lines broken, stuff like that. So
gotcha.
Okay. I don't want to come out there and fix a couple things, and then in a month we're back at the same spot, because I want to make sure that we don't do year 4 like how we've done the past 3.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
So what are your thoughts on getting that on-site assessment done?
Well, if you guys can kind of like give me like a diagnosis of like what's going on, I mean, I appreciate it.
Okay, perfect. So let's do this. Scroll down a little bit, Chris.
All right. So it's
let me know when that assessment and the repair prices pop up.
All right, so it's $300 to do the assessment.
Yep.
On-site assessment includes a detailed health inspection of your tire. First, we identify. Okay. All right, and so that just so I understand that's just the assessment. If we find that something is pretty simple, how does that normally work?
That's a great question. So if it's simple, which that might be the case, what we'll do is we'll just fix it, because that's part of the 300. It may be pay a little bit more for a couple sprinklers, but probably not too much more right then and there. But if it is more, if you fall into that boat where we actually have to like schedule something and come back, we'll still get it fixed within a week, but we'll come back, and at that point, that's above the $300 assessment.
So you pay $300 for the initial assessment, and you have to pay for the the work as well?
Correct.
Okay.
Unless it's like just like when we're already out there, but if we do have to come back, yes.
Okay. Is the assessment kind of not already included in the work price, or how does that work?
It's a great question. So it's included in the work price if we're able just to fix it right then and there. But if we have to come back out there, it's not.
Gotcha. Okay. So if it's like the first diagnosis, and then if it's more than that, you guys just take care of it, and you pay for that separately.
Run that by me one more time, just because I want to make sure that I'm doing a good job of explaining this.
Okay. So the first $300 is for you guys to come out to the house, kind of give me that overview of like what's going on. If it's simple, then you guys are going to fix it kind of there. Maybe it costs a couple of bucks extra more. But if it's not something you guys actually have to come out and actually fix, then that's additional. You just pay for the additional, whatever the work actually is.
Exactly.
Okay. I guess, see, hourly, I guess what normally do people pay for this kind of stuff? Because I don't want to have to pay too much if I can help it.
So great question. So can I share with you what most of the clients that we work with, when they're in your situation, what they typically end up looking at?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So when it's all said and done, it's anywhere between about $2,000 to about $2,500 to get everything completely squared away, functioning exactly how it should.
And okay, so that's just, I mean, that's everything though. That's the assessment, that's a report, that's fixing everything for about
Exactly.
$2,000.
When it's all said and done, you're looking between 2 and 25.
All right. Okay, and then do you just come out to the house and give it me? I guess this is the estimate, huh?
This is the over the phone estimate. Yep. Remember that step 1? That's where we're at. So the next step is that assessment. And for sake of time, so we
Gotcha.
go through all the objection handling stuff. Guys, what are y'all's thoughts around this? So essentially, in a non-visual space, does this work? Does it feel like I'm stretching? Does it feel like Chris was just too easy? So of course he's going to go through it. Like, give me y'all's honest feedback here, please.
Be 100% candid, because this is a community. So if you guys think that this is wazoo, if you think that this is BS, then you got to let it be known. Like, we're not asking you to hold any punches back. We're asking you to be just 100% true, because we are, damn it, we're going to change this industry, and you guys are going to come along with us. But we have to be engaging in this stuff too, because it is messed up that people are still out there driving out there to people's homes to do estimates over and over again, and they're robbing themselves and robbing their families of time. So that's got to change.